We're James and Amy, and back in October 2022, we quit our jobs to travel full-time.
Whoa, they don't even look real.
After spending the last 2 weeks trekking up to Everest Base Camp in Nepal, we've now arrived in Thailand to begin the backpacking leg of our travel year. Over the next 4 weeks, our travels will take us from the mountains and jungles of the north to the Paradise Islands of the south.
That's so good.
In this episode, we visit an elephant sanctuary in Chiang Mai, attend a Thai cooking class, and spend 3 days trekking through the jungle and get caught in a tropical storm.
20 minutes to the village, and we are soaked. We have made it to Thailand. We arrived yesterday in Bangkok after flying in from Kathmandu, and we basically spent the day sorting out our SIM card and our train tickets, because tonight we're going to be getting an overnight train to Chiang Mai, which I'm really excited about. This is the train station. It's the biggest station I've ever seen. Looking for our bunk. So these are our bunks here. Amy's on the bottom and I am on the top. Happy? So it's just after 8 and we're about to leave. And we arrive in Chiang Mai at 8:40 tomorrow, so almost 13 hours. And we're off. Time for a celebratory donut, I think. The best train snacks. So, this is the toilet situation. So I've just got into my bed. Unlike Amy's, I've got no window and no headroom, but she gets a little bit claustrophobic, so I thought I would take the top bunk. I also have the light here, so hopefully they turn that off tonight. The only other time that I've got an overnight train is when we got the Caledonian Sleeper in Scotland, and this is definitely a lot more basic than that, but it's still super cool. I love travelling by train. So yeah, hopefully they turn this light off and I can sleep tonight, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. It's now just after 6:30, which means there's about 2 hours left before we arrive into Chiang Mai. I didn't have a great sleep last night. That light stayed on all night, which made it very hard to sleep. And also, this bed was a bit too short for me. I'm not even that tall, I'm 6 foot, so I can imagine it being even more uncomfortable for anyone over 6 foot. So yeah, not a great sleep, but I still loved it. It feels like a proper adventure. How did you sleep?
Not very much.
Probably better than me. They're now dismantling the beds. It's our second day here in Chiang Mai, and we've got such an exciting day planned today. We're going to be going to an elephant sanctuary. So we're going to be heading around 1.5 hours north into the jungle, where we're going to get a chance to feed elephants and also learn about elephant conservation as well. We've arrived at Bamboo Elephant Sanctuary. Just had our briefing, and now we're going to go and feed some elephants.
There are many different elephant experiences to choose from, so it's important to do your research and choose an ethical organisation. This sanctuary is home to former working elephants that used to work on opium farms. Now the proceeds from tourism go towards the care and upkeep of the elephants, whilst also providing an important source of income for rural villagers.
Bon? Bon?
Why did you have a car? Okay.
So they've given us these traditional tops to wear, which are worn by the Karen hill tribes people. And the red is what the farmers wear in the fields when they're working with them, so they recognise us as people that are going to feed them. So we just fed them some bananas, and now they're eating sugarcane. That is too much. After feeding the elephants, we then helped make some protein balls, using a very traditional method.
But for the elephants, is it like a sour? Is it good for digestion? Little.
So we've just made up these protein balls for the elephants because they don't get enough protein from their diet of sugarcane, banana, and what else do they eat? Corn. And now we're going to go and feed it to them. In its mouth. Bon. Bon. Oh, here's one. There you go. And then there's the other one. For this one as well? Here you go. I've not got one. I've not got one. I'm done. So the important thing to research before coming to one of these elephant sanctuaries is to make sure that you're going to an ethical sanctuary. So a few years ago there used to be loads of these elephant experiences that would let you ride on the back of the elephants, and that's obviously really unethical. They don't treat the elephants very well. It's not really something that anyone should be supporting. Whereas a sanctuary like this, all of these elephants are owned by a Karen family, and then the tourism basically pays to feed them and look after them and provides work for the family, which is very different from the more exploitative elephant experiences where they're breeding them specifically to make money and they're not treating the elephants well. Good morning. It's our third day in Chiang Mai and we've got another really fun day planned today. One of the really popular things to do in Chiang Mai is to go and do a cooking class where you learn how to make traditional Thai dishes. So we've booked ourselves onto a full day course with a company called Thai Secret Cooking Class. It's just gone 8 o'clock and we're going to get picked up from our hotel in a few minutes and taken out into the countryside where the course is going to be taking place. We've just come to a local market and met our instructor May, who is quite a character. May just gave us a quick talk about some of the Thai ingredients that we're going to be cooking with today. Things like Thai basil and turmeric and kaffir lime leaves and stuff like that.
With sweet potatoes and this one with banana.
May also gave us a list of all the dishes that we can learn to make today, and apparently we can make vegetarian and vegan versions of anything on the list, which is super cool. And now she's going to take us to her home where she's going to start teaching us how to cook these Thai dishes.
We've now come out into the garden to come and pick some herbs and vegetables.
You find it everywhere. The basket organized.
So this one here is lemongrass. And I've got to cut that down by the root. You can smell it from here, it's so nice. And here we've got the Thai basil. So we need to get 5 sprigs of this. So that's all our herbs picked. Now we're heading back into the kitchen and starting cooking.
And the yellow color from turmeric. Okay, chicken any 2 spoons. You need the sauce, 3 things: soy sauce, oyster sauce, or mushroom sauce and sugar. You want me to do one more? Or are you happy with that? You're good. You're gonna try. Good. Okay.
So we just started with the starters. So Amy is making spring rolls and I'm making papaya salad. We made that in advance and put that aside, and now we're moving on to the main course, which is pad thai. That was so good. We just had the pad thai and the papaya salad, and then followed that with a tom yum soup. And now, I'm so full already, but now we're gonna go and make a green curry. Oh, yours looks good. It looks so nice. That's everyone finished. I am so full now. Thank you, May.
Thank you, Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. It was all so good. We just got back from May's, and that was such a good experience. We ate so much good food, and May was an amazing teacher. So if you're in Chiang Mai, definitely contact May. I'll leave a link to her cooking school in the description. It's a couple of days later. We spent yesterday catching up on life admin, so doing laundry and stuff like that, because we're going to be spending the next 3 days trekking in the jungle. We've booked with a company called Chiang Mai Trekking with Perun, which came really highly recommended, and it works out at around 3,500 baht per person. We've arrived at our first stop, Mok Fa Waterfall, and it's hot out today, so I'm looking forward to having a swim in the water.
we've just finished our lunch and driven up into the mountains, and now we are beginning our 3-hour trek to a Karen village. It's been super hot in Chiang Mai. Apparently it's been 37 degrees, so it's nice to be up here at elevation. Just found this leech on my foot. That's the third one I found. Big hill.
Very hot.
Yeah, hot. Hard work. Just heard some thunder. Hopefully the rain holds off for a couple of hours, otherwise we're going to get very wet. So those mountains, all the way over there in the distance, mark the border between Thailand and Myanmar. Normally you can't see them because of the smoke, but it's a really clear day today, so you can see all the way across to the border, which is very cool.
Well, it's just rolled up.
It's a millipede. The rain has just started, but fortunately the jungle is quite dense, so we're staying pretty dry at the moment.
Yeah, photo.
For dinner?
Yeah, for dinner.
We've just taken shelter from the rain. And this hut that we were passing, it's got a metal roof though, so not ideal for thunder and lightning. We just waited for about 20 minutes for the rain to clear. And now we're going to head down to the village. Thank you, hut. That hut came at a very lucky time. We made it just as it started pouring. So these are all fruit trees. There are limes, mangoes, lemons, avocados, and we saw a papaya as well. We've made it to the village, and there are all these beautiful wooden houses on stilts. We're now going to head into one of the homes and dry off a bit. Whew.
Welcome to Hotel California.
Look at this view. So this is our room for tonight. Got a double bed here, mosquito net, and the jungle out there.
Mango tree.
Is that yeah, mango tree.
Sorry, where is the shower? Is that a shower?
You never know where it's heading.
It's a lot of food.
Dinner is served.
Okay.
We've got spring rolls, sweet and sour, green curry, and a stir fry. And apparently this rice is from this village.
Yeah, come in.
So we've had our dinner and spent some time sitting around the fire, and now we're off to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's 7:30 and we just woke up in the jungle. I had a surprisingly good sleep last night. It was quite nice drifting off to the sound of the jungle. And now we're going to go and have our breakfast, and then today we've got a longer walk ahead of us. I think it's around 3 hours to our first village where we're going to be having lunch, and then another 2 to where we're going to be staying tonight. So about double what we did yesterday. Hello. We've been going about 20 minutes and it started off way flatter than yesterday. And we're not really taking an established track. We are really just forging our way through the jungle, led by our guide, who seems to know where he's going. We're in the leech zone now. So that sign says, "Welcome to the village."
And another side is have a good trip.
Hello! Yay! Orange, nice.
Hello. Shoes off. And heading out there. Okay, we just had our lunch and we've set off for the second half of today's hike, and it is hot. Apparently it should only take around 2 hours, and there's meant to be a spot where we can swim in the next village to cool off, so I'm looking forward to that. So the Karen people, who are the hill tribe that live in this area, who we stayed with yesterday, they originated in Myanmar, which is somewhere in that direction, and they fled the country generations ago to escape oppression and came through this jungle and eventually settled here in Thailand. And it's only recently that some of them are getting Thai citizenship, but many of them still live out here in the jungle with quite traditional lives. Looks like we're coming to a little rest stop here. Charles just picked these for us. We're literally blazing a trail through this jungle. We're now heading down to the river and we're going to have our first river crossing. Chad just said that it comes up to our waist, and I can't tell if he's joking. River crossing time. He keeps saying we're going to swim across. That looks pretty deep.
Yeah. We're going through it?
Yeah. It's quite hard to walk. It's just started to rain.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
20 minutes to the village and we are soaked. Oh. We have reached the village. I can't wait to get dry. Oh, hello. Oh, Cha, what are you doing to us? Thank you.
Always cool.
So this is our bedroom for tonight, and we've claimed this spot in the corner. Hopefully this wet patch is not a sign that the roof leaks. Even if it does, hopefully that's enough distance. The rain has finally stopped. We've got our changs, and we might even get a bit of a sunset as well.
Yeah, but I feel like it depends along the US.
I want to see you.
Yeah.
I read up in the red and the lots and the...
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that
They want you to scoot over.
Yeah. Why?
Oh! Nice. We're gonna all go blind.
Let's try it.
Good morning. It's our last day in the jungle. We've just had our breakfast and now we're heading down to the river to board some bamboo rafts. This village that we stayed in last night isn't a Karen village like the other one. This one is a Lahu village, which is another one of the smaller hill tribes here in northern Thailand, which also originated in Myanmar. So yeah, we're just about to go and board these handmade bamboo rafts, which are going to take us 2 hours down the river to another village where we're going to get lunch. We've been told to wear our swimming clothes, so I think we may end up getting a bit wet. Hey Bubber. We've boarded our raft and I've got this stick for steering. And we're off. I feel like we're all going to get quite sunburnt today. We're pretty exposed out here. Hello. Big rapids coming up. Here they come. Oh, there's a lot of sitting down going on. We've made it! Nice. Here are all the other bamboo rafts from earlier. Back on dry land. Lunchtime!
Black one is a very sharp mouth. Yeah, that is a one.
So that is the end of our jungle tour, and we are now back in Chiang Mai. That was such a cool experience. It was amazing to get to see a part of Thailand and a way of life that not many people get to see. And what's great about this tour as well is 40% of the money goes directly to the villages that we stayed in. So it's good to know that the money is being invested back into the community. And a massive thanks to our guide Cha, who looked after us for the 3 days and kept us entertained the whole time. So I do really recommend this company. They're called Chiang Mai Trekking with Pirun, and definitely ask for Cha if he's available. He was a lot of fun. So yeah, that is the end of our week here in Chiang Mai. Next we're going to be heading down south to the islands for a very different pace of life, which I'm really looking forward to after a pretty tiring week. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. We are heading towards Ang Thong National Park, and we are going to be climbing up this. It's super steep, but there's an amazing viewpoint at the top. That is the view we climbed all the way up here for. Wow. Thank you. Welcome to Koh Tao. Over the next 3 days, we're going to be learning to scuba dive.